Hi, today is a magical day. We have some amazing astrology happening with key planets and key degrees that are shaping our destiny today. So, whatever you're doing, it's a really key time to tune in and watch your patterns unfolding. Whatever you're doing today is going to be very significant for the rest of the year. In terms of the Mayan cosmology, we are on a magical 13 day, which is here, the magical day of the shift, red cosmic serpent. We've got the sun in the last degrees of Aquarius, which is a soul potentiality today, the last step of Aquarius, 29 degrees, and pure potentiality. So, what does this mean in everyday language? It means that we get a chance to shift how we relate to primarily ourselves. This is the key magical focus. How do I relate to myself? How am I letting go of an old pattern, an old storyline that's no longer serving me? And how do I start to create a new one which is in alignment with my gifts and why I'm here? So today I'm making this video to invite you to my next 52-day process of new clients. This is going to be a very key time because it's on the 29th of March, and so we've just gone into the spring equinox on the 20th. The solar wheel has begun and we're going to be here. Okay, so we're here now and we're going to be here. So this is in 40 days time, which is a very significant number as well. It's all about structure, it's all about changing your destiny through creating a new structure. So red serpent, as you can see, has 10 portal days. These are days of human evolution, access to Akashic record, and we're in the 260-day spiral of Sagittarius. So that's what this is all about. So it's really, really magical. Now, today is also linked up to June the 14th and to December the 24th. So we're going to be seeing repeating deeper levels of this. Now, by the time we get to December, we're going to be in a new spiral and we're going to be revisiting red serpent using another astrological energy. So we're going to be building on this one, on what we're doing now. And so again, this is why this is so key to really focus on where we're feeling blocked, where we're still acting out the old story, where we can feel our dream, feel our heart's desire, but maybe something's getting in the way of that. Maybe we're still feeling we can't do that for whatever reason. Maybe it's the world story that's going on. Something's blocking our heart's desire. What I offer you is always, always, it's about our original childhood story. And the way that I'm working with groups of people using this 52-day focus is for them to become aware of their storyline more, for them to become aware of each 13-day process that the calendar brings. And even if they don't understand the language, to start to really align with it. It's got very specific dates to follow. It's a way of unlocking that ancestral story to bring its conscious awareness for healing and to get clear. I've been working with this process now for 9 years. I'm in my 10th year, so it just blows me away what it brings for people at this time, which is what it was designed for. And it truly is magical. So, just a little bit about the cosmic codes today. So, as I said, we've got the sun in the last degree of Aquarius, so 29th step today. So, the anaretic degree, Google that and see what it means. It's a potentiality to shift our trajectory and come into our star seeded potentiality. So, the reason that we've come here, our soul mission, and the reason for the calendar is to get clarity and clarity about what our path is, what our soul mission is, and how to clear that old ancestral story. Now, I've watched a lot of astrology recently, and astrologers are fantastic at giving all the information about what's happening in the starry skies. And still, some of them that I've watched aren't sure about how to get onto this new story and let go of the old story. They're still not sure about what ascendance is. And what I offer you is, in my experience, it's about clearing the amygdala. It's about healing the heart, most importantly. And so it's not about what we know in our head, because, hey, don't we know loads of stuff about businesses and anything that we need to access online, social media training, all of that sort of stuff. And underneath all of that, we're still holding limiting beliefs around how we interact with the world, how we relate, because of how we've been related to. So, in my experience, when you start to use emotional freedom technique, you unlock your potentiality because you clear your limiting belief stories and you learn how to do this for yourself. So, this is a magical journey that I've been on for 13 years using emotional freedom technique. And I've now put this together in a package so that you can access this too. I can only offer this to a small amount of people at the moment because I have a lot of code to process for them so that I can give them the information that they need to make this huge transformation at this time. Emotional freedom technique is the difference that makes the difference. Today we have got Moon in Taurus at 3 degrees as I'm making this. So just to give you the inside degree on that. A sleepwalker. Everything begins with an inward cast, and then if you wish to get anywhere, you must go there on the inside and meet yourself there when you arrive. You feel a desire to memorize a territory of all the inner ways, to remember them, to recognize them, and to be able to follow them when it counts. You feel like you've been taught in the dream state, shown everything in dreamless sleep and through dreams. You're subtly and pervasively closely accompanied by a protective guiding spirit, held within the soul's alembic, entrusted to the angels, living in threshold sensitivity, attuned to the edge, led by spirit through darkness into light, subliminal, enchanted, anxious, and at peace, always searching for something more, remembering in your soul the lost earth ways and giving over to spirits. You belong to the infinite and wander through the finite worlds. You're like a stranger, knowing something else is at stake here. Something else is going on here. Something else is completely involved. We've also got today the complex stability card in the main oracle. This was yesterday. And so what happened for you yesterday around revealing your star seed, seeing your coping mechanisms coming up, seeing where you're still running an old story around fear, around how to manage things, how to manage people, how to work with this huge narcissistic pattern on the planet right now. And so all of this, seemingly a problem, is the solution. This is where the alchemy is. And tomorrow we start a new 13-day process of working with this on a deeper level. Ending of old worlds so new worlds can begin. White World Bridger. Okay, so in terms of the information that you got yesterday, today we have the Three of Discs, which is works. And today this is really about getting clear about this. What we do in life echoes in eternity. We create patterns each day. So again, I will put a link under the video to give more information about this. So this is about being able to marry all worlds. So the spiritual world and the material world, how to bring your gifts into the world. Really important as well if you're a therapist in some way, if you do tarot, for example, if you do healing therapies. This is becoming more and more mainstream now. And for you on a personal level, it's coming into balance with your masculine and feminine and being able to share your gifts with the people that want them. So learning practical tools is really key as well. And of course, at this time, a lot of work has ground to a standstill. So it's working with that. It's working with whatever the world presents to us so that we can work on all these levels, mind, body, and spirit, and come into a really beautiful, grounded space for ourselves and be really nurturing to ourselves as well. So keeping ourselves in balance. So you may have been in a rest period for a long time and now you're ready to launch. Things are changing, things are shifting. And as this spring equinox starts to come forward towards us now, it's really working to build that structure so you're ready to launch. So I have things planned which I will be sharing to co-create with you, to really get in touch with our dream, with our star seed. And if you want to be part of this 52-day process that's coming up on the 29th of March, then please do get in touch with me to register your interest, because I do have a limited amount of places because of the work involved and the nature of the group, and I will need to do your codes. So just contact me on the contact form and there's a link underneath. I hope you have an amazing day of really connecting to your soul purpose now and becoming very aware of what the universe is bringing us for our conscious evolution at this time. So you can align with that and so you can let go of the old story that's no longer serving you or serving the planet. Lots of love. See you soon.